Welcome to the Deacon 2017. 2017, here we are. 10 years ago, 2007, we had our very first Christian death metal festival in Denmark. Well, all kind of metal genres, from, we call it metal, grindcore, even some screamo, black metal, metalcore, even some hardcore. We call it all metal back then, because we were all metal and we were all family, and we had that unity. So I can imagine that the next few podcasts is gonna be just reflecting on stuff I've learned the last 10 years, with just seeing God move in mighty ways, where I was surprised over and over again how God could use metal music and how he could use me. I didn't have it all together at all. I definitely still do not have it all together. But how he can use me still. Denmark, we just started out back then, early 2000s. And it was a crazy time. So amazing. I was just praying for God to give me a word for 2017, for me, for Sanctuary Denmark, but mainly for me and my family, because I believe that's where it starts, my relationship with God and me being a leader for my wife and my son. And the word I got was expectations. Expectations, like what is my expectations about for 2017, and they've actually been pretty great, but I also know that I feel I've come to some dead end roads during 2016. So, but here we go. And then I thought, well, I do have great expectations, and it reminded me of what Pastor Bob has told me many times, that his dad told him that God is always dreaming bigger than you. So why not have great expectations and dream big, and then follow me as I follow Christ, meaning that I need to follow Christ. So I looked, I thought, okay, I'll see if this old Danish Bible have something to say. Sometimes God let me just get on a page and there it is. Other times I need to read several chapters or just go through books and he'll speak to me that way. I underlined verse 44, 1 King 19:44, where it talks about, well, before I say what it talks about, so my memory is horrible. I keep forgetting things, and I have to write notes. And often I write notes, and I just think, whoa, I can't believe I forgot that. And even some of the songs I've been writing back in the days, the metal songs, when I put on an old CD with one of my bands and listen to myself screaming and the lyrics I wrote, I forgot how close God was and how he was leading me in that way. And I need those reminders. Yeah. So I underlined some stuff, and I even wrote. Usually I don't write words in my Bible, but I had to in this case, because this happened in 2008 in England, where I was. My band Souls Today were over and playing a couple of shows, and we hung out with Dougal McMistran from Scotland, and he prayed over me and the band, and he got this vision while he was praying that from 1 King 19:44 about the little cloud that they see in the horizon. It has been a drought for many years, or for a long period of time, and Elias, the prophet, he sees that suddenly God sends a tiny little cloud in the horizon, and he knows now it's gonna be downpour, and they've been waiting for rain, and he prayed for it. Where Dougal and I were talking about that in 2008, how 2009 was going to be an amazing year, and we're going to have huge expectations to what God is going to do. And looking back at it, 10 years later, 9 years later, and 8 years later, 2009 was the busiest year. God just opened a lot of doors. And we've been going since then. But I think it's time for me to really get back on these expectations. And God is with us. So if we seek Him first, then there's no limits. God is always dreaming bigger than we are. So let's dream big. 2017. Here we come. God bless you.